Como dije antes, soy cinta roja en Kung Fu y en Taekwondo tengo cinta verde, pero dejé de practicar por temas bastante diferentes. Kung Fu lo empecé a practicar cuando tenía 6 años, lo dejé de practicar a los 9 porque lamentablemente el profesor dejó de enseñar, por así decirlo, dejó de estar afiliado al colegio en el que estaba inscrito, y por eso es que perdí todo interés en completar mis clases. Llegué a ser cinta roja, por suerte, a tan corta edad, por así decirlo. Y con respecto al taekwondo, eso fue idea de mi madre, inscribirme a un taller de taekwondo que había. Me gustó el arte marcial y terminé siendo cinta verde, pero dejé de practicarlo más que nada por un problema monetario, y es que las clases llegaron a costar 300 soles. Y eso fue un big no para mi padre, y decidió que dejara de practicar esa arte marcial. Para ser honesto, sinceramente soy más una persona de artes marciales que deportes así que quieran ver una pelota. Porque fútbol, o sea, me gusta el fútbol, me gusta ver el fútbol, pero soy pésimo pateando la pelota, soy un pésimo defensa, pésimo arquero, no sirvo para el fútbol. Y otros deportes como vóley y baloncesto, soy alto, pero esos deportes a mí se me dan mal. Cualquier deporte que tenga que ver con una pelota se me da mal a mí. Pero cuando se trata de ataque físico y todo, me sale bien. Incluso llegaron a hacerse un lugar en un torneo de taekwondo. Tengo una medalla prácticamente allí, tal vez se las muestre en imagen, ahorita habrán visto, pero sí, eso es prácticamente todo lo que yo sé de, bueno, mi experiencia con las artes marciales.
Beidou said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against?
Averigua qué tan fuertes son los competidores. A ver, tío Yumi.
Hello, are you here to compete in the Crux clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet?
Aún no.
Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part.
Ya me imagino. No flippity-dudes, ¿verdad?
The clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
De hecho, creo que mucha gente quiere ver eso.
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Competición de lucha libre. Oh no. Este pana es la reencarnación de este juego de Shingo Takagi.
Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
Más respeto a la lucha falsa, ¿ok?
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part.
Por favor, el G1 Climax es literalmente más prestigioso que el torneo King of the Ring.
Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out.
Aunque bueno, para ser honestos, la NYPW como que se ha quedado sin talento y para esos torneos, porque la mayoría está en el Elite Wrestling.
They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife.
Ok, ahora estamos en territorio de GCW.
I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us.
Increíble.
I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2-1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them, and hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation. Oh yeah.
But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work.
Gracias por la información, Shingo Takagi 2.0.
Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Mano, estás hablando con la reencarnación de Kazuchika Okada, así que... Bueno, la reencarnación de Kazuchika Okada mezclada con Shawn Michaels. A ver, Jinju, tú pareces ser un flippity dude, pareces Jeff Hardy.
Hey, youngster, are you here for the Crux clash too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life.
Quieres ser un héroe.
No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far, without any setbacks.
Sí, antes de que cuentes tu historia, tener una visión no te asegura ser perfecto, ¿ok?
I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seemed to get on with just about everyone socially. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet.
Retiro lo
Because
dicho.
there's one thing I'm still missing.
Este pata es Kazuchika Okada, o Will Ospreay a lo mucho.
A vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
Ya, ¿eres un luchador de nombre o simplemente un flippity-dude?
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So, they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf.
Vas a mandar a alguien a pelear. Vale, ahora eres Shawn Spears para mí.
I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood.
Kenny Omega cuando era parte del Ballet Club.
Of course,
Bueno,
I also
Prince
put
David
in a
cuando
few
era parte
good
del
days'
Ballet Club,
practice,
que es actualmente Finn
concentrating
Balor
mostly
en la
on rare
WWE.
and esoteric styles of kung fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my victory in this tournament.
Seguro que sí, Jinju, seguro que sí.
I seem to have gained another fan. Don't let my aura overwhelm you, though. You'll need your wits about you today.
Estoy usando psicología inversa. Él cree que lo estoy admirando, pero lo que no sabe es que a mí me vale verga su existencia. Yo no creo en la perfección, para empezar.
Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
Como sea, ojalá que no se caiga la turnbuckle, o sea, la tercera cuerda mientras estás haciendo tu movida, ¿ok? Pinche final que se han hecho para Stream Rules. ¿Qué les costaba no buquear la lucha? Pero bueno, sus decisiones eran... Hay dos panas, los Young Bucks. Sí, son Mata Nick
Are you
Jackson.
here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
No, de verdad se parecen a los Young Bucks. De verdad. No, ¿dónde está la diferencia, concha su madre?
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
La visión es para una persona, no para los dos. Esto no es el torneo de Tag Team Super Junior, ¿ok?
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his.
Clan Linshan.
You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway.
Ah, ese clan que se dedica a hacer politos, ¿verdad?
He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Estilo fuerte.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch.
Básicamente en Japón han descubierto de que la mejor manera para hacer creer a la gente que se están rompiendo la madre es, de hecho, romperse la madre.
For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
¿Eso es posible?
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
Y aún así van a participar en este torneo. Tal vez como tag team.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
son conscientes de que eventualmente, si es que participan en el torneo, se van a tener que enfrentar ustedes dos, ¿verdad? De hecho, ahora que lo pienso, esos dos conjuros de los Young Bucks nunca se han enfrentado uno contra el otro. Cosa que creo que eventualmente en un equipo, en un tag team, tiene que suceder eso.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a Grand Master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us.
Pero sí que está ganando plata, que es lo importante para él.
Recently, though, we heard that a Vision Bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
Shinshu.
So, if we can get our hands on a Vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Quizás haya otra razón por la que no puedan dominar esa técnica. Tal vez ustedes sean más de dar patadas a lo loco.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
O tal vez necesitan a un par de enmascarados para mejorar su técnica, qué sé yo.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Lingshan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
Intentarlo no hace daño.
See you in the arena.
Por 2. Bueno, en este caso por 3.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some
Shingo.
gullible guys pay way too
William
much for
Osprey.
their kung fu classes, and
The
another
Young
guy
Bucks.
who's just really average.
Bueno, creo que no fue en ese orden el que mencionó, pero ya que chucha.
Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
Yep.
Come on, let's go sign up.
Esto, señor, quiero inscribirme en el G1. No, esta tipa, bueno. Señora, quiero inscribirme en el torneo del G1. O como sea que se llame este torneo.
Jake's a village arm wrestling champion, huh? Alright, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name?
Soy vampire.
Wait, aren't you?
Sí, quiero participar en esa huevada.
Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Espera, ¿cómo que las mujeres también participan? Pucha, este es un torneo mixto. Battle of Los Angeles, supongo.
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
Ese es mi secreto, capitán. Siempre la he tenido.
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god?
Sí.
Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his autograph later.
No firmo autógrafos. Ahorita solamente vengo a pelear, ¿ok? Tamara, ya me estoy sintiendo como...
I trust you are aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament?
Pero yo no tengo una visión.
Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui, and always come out on top.
Y también me enfrento a exámenes difíciles todos los días. En algunos salgo victorioso, pero la mayoría siempre doy lo mejor de mí.
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision though. See for yourself.
I'm the best there is, the best it was, and the best there will ever be.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame?
Aprobar dinámica la primera, invocar a Raiden, segundo lugar en un torneo de taekwondo, ingresar a la católica al primer intento, pasarme Pokémon Esmeralda usando solamente al inicial, aunque eso creo que lo hace todo el mundo, pasarme Fire Emblem Binding Blade usando solamente mujeres, pasarme Blazing Blades usando solamente mujeres, me pasé Tracia también. No me habré pasado ningún Extreme Demo, pero con lo que tengo, o sea, con las hazañas que he hecho, pucha weón, me siento orgulloso de mí mismo, de hasta qué punto he llegado a estar.
It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process.
¿Se entiende?
So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osial, so that's one. Do you have any others?
A ver, derroté a uno de los 11, salvé a The Bowling, soy caballero de los toros. Le partí la madre a Targaryen sin usar a Shogun Raiden.
Yeah, and also a dragon too. Put down Battle
Might as well declare him the champion already.
Man, no se rindan, weones, no se rindan. Quiero tener batallas 5 estrellas. Y si, no las tendré si ustedes se rinden, ¿ok?
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize, namely, a vision.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beidou promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
Sí, no queremos esa oportunidad titular que dan para el campeonato IWGP o el campeonato de la WWE o campeonato universal o lo que sea este torneo. Creo que había un torneo en TNA y ahora Impact Wrestling que te daba un campeonato propio tuyo de ti, pero eso tampoco me interesa. Yo solamente quiero largarme de Luigi de una puta vez.
There's another prize too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Es un premio exclusivo para mí. Ustedes no tienen nada que ver en esto.
Beidou must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
Porque ahí están los mejores luchadores, I guess.
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beidou in advance then?
Simplemente no me interesan los campeonatos.
Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important reason for being here. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings.
Eso será un poquito difícil si es que no me desactivan los poderes especiales.
In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right?
Me las ingeniaré. Tengo plot armor de todas maneras.
Alright, it's showtime! You got this!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete?
Necesito una moneda. Sí, estoy listo.
Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
Vale.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this
Me
tournament.
enfrentaré primero a
His
Will
first
Ospreay.
bout
Excelente.
begins now.
You? You're the hero they're talking
Sí,
about?
y ya te acabo de dejar con media vida.
How am I supposed to win now?
¿Cómo se supone que vas a ganar? Bueno, estás a mitad de vida. Y estás nivel 75 y yo soy nivel 57. What the hell. A ver, atácame. Atácame si quieres. Ok, eso me dolió un poquito. Ese va a ser el único golpe que me vas a hacer de todas
What a
maneras.
strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beidou. She'll probably have something to say to us.
¿Dónde está Beidou? ¿Acá? Me va a decir que no necesito armas.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? He totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Así es mi estilo de pelea, ¿ok?
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show he put on just now, he's more than convinced me of his ability. So come on, we all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right.
Esto se va a hacer
Let me
muy
think how
incómodo,
to
pero...
aptly phrase
chucha.
these words of praise. You fought well.
Gracias. 4 estrellas.
All right then.
Estoy
I
cerquita.
was thinking your
Estoy
inner
cerca del
poet
puntaje de
might
5
want to join in
estrellas
the
de
fun, but
Garejar a
I
Meltzer,
guess I
¿ok?
shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you.
Vale, se ha inscrito la gente de Impact, de Ring of Honor, de la WWE, incluso la Elite Wrestling, de seguro Kenny Omega está ahí de seguro. Y Roman Reigns igual.
Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right?
Quiero una lucha 5 estrellas. 7 a lo mucho. U 8.
So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Fuck.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
Sí, mejor me pones en las finales.
This is how Captain Beidou works. You won't persuade her otherwise.
Ni siquiera con una cerveza cusqueña negra.
Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
Ah.
Huh. To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about.
Da mucho esperar, por fin se sabe quién será tu rival en la semifinal.
We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
Ahora sí comienza el King of the Ring.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time.
Se vienen las luchas 5 estrellas.
Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard.
No olvidaron mi objetivo.
Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
Alright, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Ya, menos mal que este tema de entrada, esto ya lo tengo descargado. Seguro me van a pedir hacer lo mismo, pero... O sea, me van a pedir ir otra vez a inscribirme. Así que como que no creo que tenga mucho problema.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament. I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
Relax, my guy's at the top of his game. He ain't gonna lose.
Tamare, como me encanta el tema de entrada de Kenny Omega, hecho por Little Five, uno de mis mejores, o sea, de mis creadores de música de covers de videojuegos favoritos. Estoy listo.
Okay, follow me.
Okay.
At last, the moment we've all been
Nos
waiting
enfrentamos
for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time?
Vale, este es
The
un poquito
hero
más resistente.
or the dark horse?
Va a ganar The Best Pound Machine. Ahorita se viene luchón 5 estrellas.
That's what I'm here for.
Vale, a mí me ataron un poquito. Ok, está queriendo hacerme un superplex, pero no importa porque ahorita ya lo tengo en la esquina. Y listo. 2 golpes.
I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Tienes potencial para ser campeón, para ser honesto.
Right! For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one.
De hecho, tienes que tener suerte también. Que los dioses te vean merecedor de esa visión.
But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest.
Y yo fui el mejor.
Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome.
Aguanta, eso quiere decir que en la siguiente ronda me voy a enfrentar a los Young Bucks.
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
Ah, ok. Como digas.
By the Do you know who else made it into the finals?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick.
Son los Young Bucks.
So don't get too cocky.
O sea, like, el equivalente de Kenny Omega. Y el que nos ha enfrentado en realidad era el equivalente a Brock Lesnar.
There he goes.
Vale, tengo que
Maybe we
preguntar
should ask
información.
around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance. I myself was eliminated in the third round. Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps.
Bryan Danielson.
I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor.
Sí, es el equivalente de Bryan Danielson. O Daniel Bryan para los que ven la WWE.
Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league.
Pucha, WrestleMania 30 fue bastante emotivo, para ser honesto. Y creo que es el último WrestleMania chévere para mí.
Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
De hecho, yo sé que en ningún momento la WWE vio a Daniel Bryan como el sujeto para que sea el campeón, pero yo quiero creer que de verdad todo ha sido orquestado, porque el hecho de que no haya sido orquestado es lo que hace la historia mágica, de verdad. Esto, tipo que aparece, nadie lo quiere, y es traicionado por la autoridad. Todo eso, pucha, es que me encanta de verdad lo que hicieron con Daniel Bryan en su camino hacia WrestleMania 30. Por más improvisado que sea, es una obra de arte. Me encanta cuando en la lucha libre ponen cosas de la vida real, para ser honesto. A ver, ¿tú qué tienes que decirme acerca del oponente?
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place.
Es Bryan Danielson.
His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, why didn't you dodge? But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. Why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet.
¿Y qué tal tu pelea?
Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit.
Bruh.
I don't dare tell my master about this, otherwise I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment, so I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
En serio, esa lucha...
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Beidou. Surely she's gotta know something.
Mano, esa lucha entre Adam Page contra Bryan Danielson. Puta, weón. Hasta que... tengo mis sentimientos encontrados en esa lucha, porque ha habido sangre, cosa que estuvo bueno. Ha habido mucha lucha, cosa que también estuvo bueno. Pero al final, weón, se fueron a la hora entera. Ay, hasta que hicieron que el resto del evento fuera totalmente malo para mí. A ver, Beidou, ¿qué quieres decirme? Bueno, Karehara, alguno de
You
los dos.
gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable.
Por fin, 5 estrellas, I guess.
I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over your opponent.
Tienes
That
buen
is a
mojo.
most invaluable skill. In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beidou did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
Así es.
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Podría ser un Fatui, Cosa que no sería raro, porque así es Bryan Danielson.
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style.
Claro, un estilo que les ha dado la ventaja por encima de los demás. No necesariamente tienes que ser un big buff meet boys meeting sleep para eso. Bueno, meeting is meet, vaya por Dios, que se
As
está
for the
lenguando
guy
la
you'll be
traba.
facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
Debemos seguir a Inazuma como sea, y no me da miedo enfrentarme al American Dragon, ¿ok?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we? I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
No, mano, no quiero esteroides.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill?
Tiene razón. De hecho, esas habilidades adicionales son mejores que las habilidades comunes.
I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy.
Y mi enemigo me conocerá mejor, de seguro.
Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Todo el mundo lo sabe, weón.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you.
Buen punto.
However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about. Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
Ok, lucha de exhibición al parecer contra Karehara. ¿Dónde chucha está Karehara? Por allá. Ya has ido prácticamente cruzando toda la pinche isla, weón. ¿Por qué? Por cierto, si alguno se está preguntando por qué tanta referencia a lucha libre, es que estoy bastante metido en ese mundo ahorita. He empezado prácticamente a ver desde inicios de la pandemia, para ser honesto. Ya veía antes, cuando era pequeño, pero dejé de verlo en 2014, cuando se hizo el Survivor Series de ese año, Cena contra la autoridad, es la última lucha que me acuerdo. Por eso es que la storyline esta de la autoridad tiene un lugar bastante cercano a mi corazón, por así decirlo. Y la cosa es que empecé a ver nuevamente porque como que me he acordado bastante de cuando era pequeño y veía parodias de un streamer que actualmente hace streams en Facebook, tiene un universo de luchas en Facebook que se llama Luis Jefe 1. El universo que tiene actualmente es serio, es totalmente AEW, pero tiene personajes únicos. Ahorita, para cuando estoy grabando este video, están en plena storyline de lo que es el apocalipsis. Y pucha, weón, es una obra de arte actualmente lo que está haciendo. Y les recomendaría bastante de que busquen acerca de eso, busquen en Luis F1 Gaming en Facebook, hace directos cuando puede, y su universo de luchas está bastante bien escrito, por así decirlo. Diría que incluso supera a la Elite Wrestling real, incluso ya de por sí supera a la WWE real, pero superar a la AEW real, vamos, es que lo hace con bastantes ganas.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple.
Ahora entiendo por qué no quisieras hablar enfrente de Beidou.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say, it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match.
Sí, porque creo que la raza pensará de que O sea, si yo controlo un elemento es porque tengo una visión. Y he estado mintiendo todo el rato de que no tenía visión.
When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible.
Soy una persona directa. No tengo por qué estar hablando con acertijos.
Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats.
Y nunca lo estarán.
To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell! It's weird!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities?
Lo único que hice fue tocar una estatua de los 7.
Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learn to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Lo leí en la wiki.
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told him whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, he just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Again, me leí la wiki.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange.
Ya. Entonces... Espérate. Yes, 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 yes. De acuerdo.
Now then, let's test your skills, shall we?
Derrota a los monstruos y enciende el tesoro de tu poder elemental. Ah, pensé que iba a enfrentarme contigo, concha su madre. Ah, me han vuelto otra vez con el viento. Ok, como sea. Vale, tendré que curarme después de esto. Solo porque soy medio subnormal. Y claro, porque ya estoy con una constelación elevada en viento. Hace tiempo que ya no utilizo viento, para ser honesto. Prácticamente he estado más concentrado con la tierra, porque estoy en Luigi. Me pregunto cómo será el poder de electricidad, para ser honesto. No me spoilaron absolutamente nada a comparación del poder de tierra que tiene el Aider. A ver, lo golpeamos. Este me golpea, excelente. Ahora sí. Estos que eran. Ya. Oh. Ya me olvidé lo divertido que era usar este poder. A ver, con cuidado. Otra vez. Vale, ya me deshice del de agua. ¿Podría usar el especial? Ya que chucha. ¿Todo bien? Vale, esto. Por desgracia, este de acá no quiere colaborar y ha querido activar su escudito. Cosa que me molesta de esta clase de slimes. Y muerto. Listo. Easy.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you.
Sí, pero esto mientras estaba usando mis poderes, ¿ok?
Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attack should pose no threat to you.
Tú vas a ser el oponente de la final, ¿verdad?
Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
No lo juzgues, tú lo harías también.
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have.
Ya, quiero saber
regarding
acerca de
Inazuma.
esos temas desconocidos de los que tanto hablas.
So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead.
Sí, eso ya lo sabía.
In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself?
Lo hace porque de seguro lo tiene miedo a que una persona con visión la mate.
Not to mention, with no new Electro visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people?
Eternidad. Supongo que la trascendencia.
It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
I mean, están en Cuba 3.0 al parecer.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before?
No, estamos confundiendo. La diosa que vi al inicio tenía el pelo blanco. Bueno, blanco rubio, para ser más preciso. No, el Raiden creo que es morado, oscuro, noche, algo así.
With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her.
¿Ves? Por pensamientos como esos es que la pobre está preocupada por el tema de las visiones.
Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh,
Yes.
right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together.
Yo volveré un
Very
rato.
well. Just be sure to not...
Sí, primero tengo que curarme más que otra cosa. Ahora, tengo que entrar en la arena y participar en la final. Vale, ya encontré una entrada mejor. Ya encontré una entrada mejor, weón. Oh, esta entrada es perfecta. Y va directamente al medio. Ok. Respira. Busquemos la musiquita. Posiblemente me caiga copyright. Pero no me interesa absolutamente nada. Ya, ahora sí acabó la hora.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first.
Bueno, ya hice mi entrada, ¿no? Has visto que he estado con el tema de entrada del Roman Reigns, del jefe tribal. Por cierto, opinión personal, le cae mejor el personaje de Heel. No me gustó para nada su run como face, se sintió bastante forzada. El hecho de que él sea malo, ahora hoy en día, lo hace más natural. Él nunca no tiene cara de gente bonita. Yo le mostré la cara, cómo es Roman Reigns a mi madre y ella pensó que era una persona mala. Así de cagado estaba su run como face. Ahora, en lo que se respecta actualmente su reinado como campeón universal, pucha weón, que está bastante estancada. Porque, opinión impopular, yo creo que Roman Reigns tiene que defender el campeonato universal contra The Rock. Sin el campeonato universal, el personaje del jefe tribal no tiene ningún sentido. O por lo menos así es como yo lo veo. Y siendo honesto, no quiero que Seth Rollins se lo quite en Royal Rumble. Porque ese es mi problema con Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins ya lo hizo todo. Y cuando alguien ya hizo todo en una empresa, yo creo que se debería ir a la otra. Así que, bueno, eso es todo lo que tengo que decir acerca del jefe tribal.
Everyone, listen up! We've reached the climax of the Crux clash! This is the final match! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now at long last, the two finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen him, his reputation knows no bounds. He strikes fear into the heart of Osial, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Liyue, acknowledge me!
Wow! I've been waiting for this moment!
I'm sure everyone witnessed his thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived.
Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals.
Está oscureciendo, creo que va a ser una tormenta.
Apologies, everyone just sit tight.
Quizás nos atreva a pelear en la final.
We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Está lloviendo para empezar.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this.
Sí.
Captain Beidou, perhaps we should check on the prize.
Oh
Traveler,
no.
come with us.
Se robaron la visión, ¿verdad? Ay, Virgen Santísima, yo que estaba tan emocionado por ser el jefe tribal y toda la vaina.
Let me see. It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beidou.
Quizás haya sido el finalista.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
Parece que no tengo elección.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
Bueno, parece que al final el torneo se ha posponido por razones obvias que se han robado el premio. De seguro el finalista es el idiota que se ha atrevido a robar la visión. De hecho, ahora que me doy cuenta cuánto tiempo llevo grabando, porque ya me está empezando a doler la garganta. Ah, la shit, 1 hora 25 minutos. Bueno, creo que voy a dejar el episodio hasta acá. Y bueno, esto, si os ha gustado pueden darle like, compartirlo con un amigo que sea fanático de la lucha libre. Aunque probablemente este episodio lo dividiré en 2 partes, porque creo que se me ha alargado demasiado. Y bueno, esto, nada, hasta aquí Vampire. Nos vemos en el siguiente video, en donde vamos a atrapar a quien chucha se ha robado la visión, que sospecho que ha sido el finalista de esta vaina, a.k.a. probablemente, no lo sé, ya me he quedado sin luchadores 5 estrellas, tal vez Kurangul o Moose. Mark Cardona de seguro lo ha hecho, que era el Zack Ryder de antes.